I got an email from someone who wanted to know how I made this banner on my website. So I'm going to do a tutorial on basically the techniques I used. Please don't copy it completely. You can use the techniques and all, but don't make it the exact same banner. I'm not good at Photoshop. I just experiment a lot and I end up making something that looks pretty good. So, I use Photoshop CS2. First you're going to want to create a new document. I'm just going to save it as tutorial. And my width was 750 and my height was 200. For mine, I stretched it out a lot in iWeb when I put it in. It comes out a lot smaller than you think it will. So you might want to make yours bigger. I'm just going to keep it there for now. This is what it looks like. Okay, for the background, I used this image. But you could just use grunge brushes, which are those pattern brushes, and just make some cool background. I just found this on Google, royalty free, by the way, because if you don't use one that's royalty free, then technically it's probably illegal because it's copyrighted, unless you put a bibliography. So basically you can just drag the image in, whatever image you want, or use grunge brushes and make some cool pattern. And as you can see, mine is vertical and it doesn't fill up the whole banner. So what I did was, there's probably other ways to do this, but what I did, Command T or Apple T or Control T if you're using a PC, and it's transformed. So now I can rotate it. And once it's rotated, I know that's crooked, still crooked. Okay, anyways, once it's rotated, you can just stretch it out, which is not necessarily good for the quality, as you can see. Okay, so once you have your image, I know this doesn't look good, but once it's good, just press enter to apply the transformation, and then you can, what I did was I played with the hue and saturation. So you go to Image, Adjustments, Hue Saturation, and you can kind of change the colors around if you play with the hue. See, it looks like a different image now. And saturation, you can make it really saturated. If you were actually using a real image, this would look terrible, but I think it has a cool effect on this one. And then you can change the lightness and all that. Then you click OK. Now it looks a little different. Okay, so after you've messed with the way the picture looks, I'm going to show you how I did the thing with the cinema display. So, I have a picture here of a cinema display. It's not the same picture, but whatever. And, oops, okay. And what I first did was made it smaller. So just go up to Image, Image Size. Let's make it okay. That's a good size. So then I use the magnetic lasso tool. This is under the lasso tool. You get this. And what the magnetic lasso tool does is it sticks to the outline lines of the image. Whoops. I'm not doing this amazingly right now. I know it's totally getting cut off, but I just want to make this quick. Okay, so then you see the selection. I know it's terrible, but whatever. So do Command C, copy, and then on your image, Command V to paste, so the white area is gone, well, mostly. If you still have some left over, just go over it again. And as you can see, mine's terrible, so it's all cut off, but whatever. If you get an image from Apple, the cinema displays are not facing the way that I had mine, or like mine I wanted it to face a certain way. I wanted it to face this way, but from the Apple website they're facing the opposite way. So to change that, do Command T and then just go like that. Just drag it over to the other side. And then you can move it where you want. Okay, so also after that I went to press enter to apply the transformation. Then I double clicked on the layer, if it'll let me, and then you get like the layer, this window comes up, layer style, and I added an outer glow and I made the color white. And you can mess with the settings here so you can see it better. And then I also added an inner glow, white. You can do any color you want, obviously. I just did it this color. And so that gives it more of a mystical effect in a way, I guess. And so then I did the same thing with the keyboard and the mouse. And for my text, I just added a text layer. You can type whatever you want. I know you can't see that really. The font I used is Bank Gothic, and it's pretty difficult to see. So what I did was I highlighted it. Well, you don't need to highlight it. Just double click on the layer again, or triple click, or however long it takes to bring the window up, and then go to gradient overlay, click on the gradient, and it brings up your gradient editor. And I just added a bunch of marker things by just clicking where I want them. And then you can change the color by selecting the one you want and then going to this color here, and then I just, you know, you can mess around with it. You can make one like grayish or deep red, and then you can make like a light red, and then you can make like dark red, and so on. And that's how I got the kind of effect where it looks like a bunch of different colors in the text. Click OK. Okay, and I know that's really bad gradient, you can't really see what I was doing, but you get the idea, I hope. If I zoom in, you can see that. I also added an outer glow. I might have added an inner glow too. White makes it easier to see, depends what your background is. But now you can see the text more. And, oh yeah, I forgot. Okay, then with the cinema display layer, just click on that and change the opacity so it's not completely 100% visible. And that's what I did. I might have put the layer 1 on top of everything else and then turn the opacity on that down. I don't remember, but you probably get the basic idea.